Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for tuning in this afternoon with your boy, Mr.Stacks. I know it's a little later than usual. We are approaching 4 p.m. It is Tuesday the 14th, and I just wanted to fill y'all in on what's been going on in the market here lately. I know it's been a brutal sell-off today as the sell-off continues from last week leading into this week. I know a lot of our favorite stocks that we were kind of interested in over the last few weeks hitting these all-time highs have started to come down on us, and I'm sure a lot of y'all are starting to feel a little worried watching that decrease in price. But I just kind of wanted to touch base on some of the movements that's been happening throughout the day, and just seeing what we're expecting looking into tomorrow as we move into the opening or after hours today and in the opening hours tomorrow. I do have some new stocks up here I kind of wanted to fill y'all in on also, as well as some of the ones that we've been following, looking for those short squeeze, the potential short squeeze in some of these others here. But you know how we do it. We do have 4 of our top picks up on the charts here. All you new viewers, trying to put y'all in the know on some of these pre-breakout stocks. If you are new to the channel, subscribe, notification bell, be in the know every time I drop one of these. Thumbs up always help out, and appreciate it for those of y'all that have been following, and we're able to make some money on some of these videos here, but we're going to continue doing that for y'all. I know it's just been a rocky last few days, but I'm sure we'll see a green day soon. But off the bat, let's go ahead and jump right in here. Stock number 1, I do have Blade Air Mobility, which is BLDE. This is a new one I picked up today. I know it's a little pricier than usual, but I just feel the upside on this one is it's weighing in a lot more heavier than the downside here. So reason I wanted to catch you up on this stock here anyways. Let's look at the daily. So you can see we're already kind of hitting this 200-day EMA, starting to feel like a breakout's coming here. We do have an all-time high on the daily of almost $20 here back in February. And you know how I am about my trend line. Let's go ahead and draw a trend line just to see what we're doing. So this is what we're following right now at the moment. Do have a lower level here around 916 or so. Let's go ahead and zoom in here and see what the stock's been doing. I know a lot of these investors have started to add this to their portfolio, taking new positions or even doubling up on some of these shares here. I know over the last few weeks we've been seeing kind of an up and down trend within this range. But it looks like right now we're starting to squeeze into this downward trend wedge here. I'm sorry. You can see that all-time high. This was in a pre-market though, so the reason why it doesn't show on the daily. But we have an all-time high actually of almost $21. But as you can see on that downward trend, we're starting to squeeze into that range there. We're hitting it and we're starting to consolidate. So we're looking for that breakout here anytime now. 974, get in while you can. On the low side, you're looking closer to $9. But as you can see today, we're even breaking above $10. We're just not able to hold, and we've been starting to sell off. Although today is a red day, you got to keep that in mind. It's not even just the stocks itself, it's the whole market here. It's pretty much on the downside today. We've been kind of playing through it. I know it's been like this, over a week now. And it can be a little scary as you watch your money, getting taken out of your pocket. But that's why we got to take profits too when you get a chance. You got to know when to pull in or put in and when to pull out. Sometimes I ride these stocks out also, and that's what's scary about them when they do start to break lower than you're expecting them to. You start telling yourself, like, oh man, I should have took my profits while I was ahead. And yeah, you can if you want to play that game. And if you are trying to, hit the lottery here, a lot of us, we feed into the news and we kind of go off of all the gossip and rumors and hoping, these will, moon one day. And sometimes that can, put us in a loss. That's why it's always best to plan your in and outs and look for the profits that you are willing to take there. Try to always have a target, in mind when you are looking to invest in some of these stocks. But Blade, I haven't bought into this one yet. I'm going to see tomorrow if we can come back down closer to 9. I'll be looking to get in here. I know I'm starting to see the volume build up. You see we're 143% above our daily average today. And I do see some big investors are already starting to scoop up some of these shares here. I just kind of follow the trend, as to why people start doubling up, looking into what this company is doing. I think I got a brief idea, and they're saying it's more like an Uber, it's like a flight Uber though. Instead of driving around, they're going to try to, cut back on the traffic and things like that. So these people have some type of technology where they're able to monitor certain aircrafts. I'm not sure what type of aircrafts, planes, helicopters. I'm not really sure as to all of the vehicles or things behind it. But I do know it has a lot to do with flying, where they're going to take it to the next level and be able to fly people around like an Uber kind of. But that's kind of just a taste of what I've got. Look into it yourself if you don't know about this company. I'll be doing a little more digging just to kind of fill y'all in a little more. But that's what I got a peek of, and I'm going to look into taking a position. That is a pretty interesting, concept behind, our future, and our worlds are starting to get more and more populated, more and more crowded, and that could be, something, that could, be a win. I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out as to how the company, progresses, but it's pretty neat though as far as what they're doing here. But we're definitely going to keep this on the watch list as the volume starts to come in, just to see if we are able to squeeze out of this level. If we are able to break through this level, we do have these higher, about $12 or so. I'm looking on the lower side, but even on the higher side, $12 to $15 we'll be looking to hit, to 18, all the way back up to 20. So it's a nice little ride here. We got that all-time high of 20. You're looking to double up your profits. We're in that squeeze. I mean, we could hit these all-time highs soon. We'll see how it plays out though, but feeling real good on this one here, on the value to the upside rather than the downside. Stock number 2 though, BBIG, Vinco Ventures. I got some of y'all asking me in the Discord today, like, y'all still holding, it's coming down. I was like, I know, I'm watching it. It's a little scary. We've been up higher. We've been seeing it come down $1 or so, even more every day now, from that all-time high of about $13. Little by little, we've been getting drained. We're draining the volume out one by one. But right now we're right under 100% of our volume. Normally we've been trading around 73. We're probably just taking a little breather here. I mean, the short interest on this one is still up there. I believe it's around 20% or so last time I looked. I believe it's still like a third choice candidate, and it's a short squeeze play. I know we're getting scared of watching it come, from 10 to 9 to 8, now into the $7 range. But we did close at $7.95, and we did hold around that level here. $7.77 or so is where I have the price target, or $7.72 is where I have the price level here. But we did pop back up to around $8.10. So for as long as we're able to hold here, I'm still holding it down. If we do start to come down any lower, yeah, I'll probably be getting a little worried myself. But I hate to take profits now and take that. It feels like I'm taking a loss, even though I bought in around $6. I feel like I'm giving all this back, so it's really something I would rather wait for. I'm hoping they get some good news dropping soon. I know they haven't really been real, out there as to their communication on what was to come. It was kind of just a brief article published on it. I haven't really heard from the company itself as to what they're doing on that update. But hopefully we can get some good news rolling in soon. It can maybe drive this price back up. I mean, I'm still in on my 300 shares on BBIG, so I'm gonna hold it down with y'all for those of y'all that are going for the ride with me. Stock number 3 though, let's go ahead and touch back in on this one here. This is one I called, I believe, yesterday morning. We were looking at it, starting to pop up here. A lot of resistance, as you can see. I ended up taking a position, holding around like 242. And I was hoping to break back up, and I ended up holding it as we broke through to the downside this morning. And I started telling myself, like, man, I should have sold, and I'm starting to kick myself. I don't know really if it's over for this stock. This is the 30-minute chart here, and the 4 hours, you can see we did break back through that 200 EMA, and it could be a reversal, kind of how it's starting to look. I'm gonna let it play out another day, because it is a red day today, and I don't want to call it too soon. I know this is some good news that was updated or posted here yesterday as far as a new contract they landed. It's like a $4.3 million contract, for a 5G, their 5G technology. We know how GSAT moved with that Apple rumor. It wasn't even an agreement. It was just a rumor, and it caused that price to start moving. So I was hoping to see the same for Data C. I know this is probably just not as of a popular stock as GSAT was, but we're still seeing the volume coming in today. We're just more to the downside. But I really feel like we may be able to continue to move up here. I'm going to wait to see how it plays out tomorrow. If we're able to recover tomorrow, moving back up to 240 or so, I'll be feeling a lot better, at least getting back in around where I got in at. But if we aren't able to break back up here closer, as long as we can get here, I'll probably pull my position and try to break even if that. But that's kind of how I'm looking to play it. I'm going to just keep an eye on it just to see if our volume can draw back in, or at least give a little more uptick in that volume and hopefully build some momentum. But it's not a guarantee. I'm down about $150 today on this stock, but I'm going to continue to watch it. Right now we're kind of just moving sideways, as you can see throughout the day. Is kind of how it's been as far as that sell-off this morning, which a lot of the stocks did. So it's hard to really say how it's going to play out. Let's see what happens moving into the pre-market tomorrow, and I'll fill y'all in at that time. I wouldn't necessarily call this a buy yet, but if you are interested in these types of stocks, I would think the value right now is at a lower point, going off of the breakout we just previously had. We're kind of right back down to that level here before the breakout. So this may be a buy point, but there's no point in buying in if we're not going to move up though, right? So let's wait to see what happens here, and I'm going to let y'all know also as to how we play out there. Stock number 4 though, we have AEYE, still one of my favorites. I don't know why everybody's hating on this stock. Killing the price. We popped up to a high of $12 or so, a few days back last week. And since then, they just murdered this stock. It's been brutal. They've drained it. We've tried to recover, and they're draining us more and more. And is it over for AEYE? I'm not real sure. I'm still holding my position as well. I bought in like a little, around $4 or so as we start to break back down. I don't know how I'm feeling. It's starting to worry me a little. I love what the company's doing. They do have their license agreement with a Bitcoin mining company, and they're looking to invest into doing that, and this cryptocurrency is our future. They do have some cool business technology apps also as to how to diversify, our work and our applications amongst different devices, and the adaptabilities of those devices here, so that you're able to share your documents on any device and still get the same kind of format, which is pretty cool depending on the type of work you do. But I know where I work, that stuff is real helpful, especially when you're having to create projects and share them. You get a project somebody else using on a different Apple tablet or something, and you're using a Dell, you might download it and the format's completely different. If you got to even add to it, to where it can cause extra work and a headache sometimes if you're not able to reformat it correctly. So I do understand what they're doing, and I'm excited as to what this company's doing, what they're bringing to the table. Right now there's just a lot of selling going on in this stock. They're really hating on this stock. They don't want this company to make it. But as we test the 21-day moving average, I'm going to keep my eyes open to see if we're able to recover. Hopefully we can push back up closer to $8, and I'll be more in a comfort level there. But at a low right now, I'll be looking to scoop some of these shares up, if we're able to hold. So I would watch that 5-minute. If we can push back above the VWAP though, it'd probably be a better indication on when to buy back into this stock. $6 or so is a fair value, I would say. This is where we noticed the level before the first breakout, so it's kind of the level we're watching right now. Slight upward trend still, but we are starting to level out, so hopefully we don't come down any lower, closer to 540 or 550. It's a little more scary territory there, and I'll be hoping to either double up or sell out there. I don't want to take a loss, and I don't want to walk away with just a portion of what I could have made. So right now it's just a waiting game, y'all. We're going to wait it out, but I'm definitely going to keep an eye on this one. As you can see, I still got my position, y'all. I think I'm BSing, y'all, holding my 200 shares still, but yeah, we've drained that profit. We were up over 1,000. As you can see, we're killing it back down. I'm in at 429 here, but let's see how we play out. Hopefully we can push back up here soon. But this is what we're watching today. Just kind of wanted to fill y'all in as far as what to expect moving into tomorrow. I know a lot of y'all are on board with me on some of these, but check out some of these lows. BLDE, look at this one, keep it on the watch list. I really feel like this one's going to be moving here pretty soon. Like I'm saying, a lot of big investors are scooping this up right now. I know they're feeling like something's to come. They know something we don't probably, so just be in the know, y'all. I'm doing these videos for y'all, and if y'all making money and y'all in the know already, thumbs up, man. It's always appreciated. Show some love here on the channel. I'm doing this for y'all, and I'm gonna keep these videos coming. But we're gonna see what's going on in the morning. I'm gonna try to wake up early and try to catch some of these stocks. Hopefully we'll have a green day then. But we'll catch up with y'all then, y'all. Peace out.